Hello and welcome to Crickpedia, and I'm back with a lot of updates in our cricketing world from the last week. And trust me, there's a lot to talk about. Let's see what's on the show today. BJ Watling says sayonara, India's tour of Sri Lanka, and the English cricketing summer. BJ Watling has announced retirement from all formats of the game. He has said that he's going to play his last match in the World Test Championship final against India. Now, if he does that, if it goes the way he has planned it, that's 2 test matches against England right now, and then the final against India, he becomes the most capped test wicketkeeper for New Zealand, and that's going to be a fantastic achievement. I've always admired BJ Watling. I mean, Brendan McCullum brought him onto the scene, and he did a fantastic job by bringing on BJ Watling, because that has helped New Zealand immensely over the last few years, and then Kane Williamson carried the legacy on. Because McCullum gave up wicket keeping because of all that horrible back problem. So they were in search of a proper wicket keeper, and McCullum was just that. But they had to stop. They had Luke Ronchi, but Luke Ronchi was in and out of the side. They wanted a proper test match wicket keeper, and then they turned to BJ Watling, and BJ Watling has never disappointed them. Around 73 games so far, and then another 3 test matches, that's going to be 76 in all. 38 average, around 3,800 runs with 8 centuries and a highest score of 205. He has done everything that one can ask. And by the way, he has that amazing record of 7 dismissals in an innings by a wicketkeeper, which is very rare. I mean, out of 10, if you're doing 7, that just means that you're so special a wicketkeeper, and you're a good keeper. You catch everything that comes to you, and BJ Watling has just done that. Now, what happens once he retires? Remember, where does BJ Watling bat? He comes at around number 6, number 7. Because if you keep 90 overs, you cannot open the batting. You always want to come down. If he goes, who keeps? You have Tom Latham, a proper white ball keeper, but he opens in Test cricket. Is he going to be able to keep for 90 overs and then open the batting? I doubt. Maybe he'll have to come down. So what does New Zealand do now? They have to search for a nice Test match batting opener who can open the innings with Tom Blundell. They have a few options. They have Jeet Rawal. They've tried him earlier. They've left him out. He's been doing everything. He's been up and down, to be honest. He has good highs, he's good lows. They may go back to him for a start, but then they'll have to come up with a proper Test match opener. Now, is Glenn Phillips an option? Maybe. He opens in T20 cricket. He comes at 1 down. A person who comes at 1 down can surely open. It's almost the same. So if Glenn Phillips can open the batting, you may go to Devon Conway. He's been doing excellent in T20 cricket. But if you train him well, because New Zealand will be really searching for a test opener once BJ Watling goes, because Tom Latham will come down to bat for sure, because you cannot keep for 90 overs and then open the batting being all fresh. Even the great Adam Gilchrist didn't do that. So they will actually be looking for a nice test opener, and all we can hope is that they get one, because that side is a fantastic side. And BJ Watling has given his services for the last few years to this side, and he has transformed himself into an absolute unbelievable wicketkeeper, and to be honest, a true team man. BCCI has announced that India are going to tour Sri Lanka in the month of July, playing 3 ODIs and 5 T20s. That's 8 white ball games. Now, many of you must be thinking that already a team is in England preparing for the English series, but just that tells us that there's so much squad depth in India. Now, there is a set of 15 blokes who are going to travel to Sri Lanka at the same time. All those who aren't going to England for the World Test Championship final and the 5 test matches against England are going to go to Sri Lanka to play these 8 white ball games. Now, BCCI hasn't announced the squad so far, and I expect them to announce by the end of this month. That's around 26th, 27th May. That's when they're going to basically announce the squad, because the first match is going to be played on 13th of July in Sri Lanka. Now, what do I expect? Who are going to go to Sri Lanka? I feel Prithvi Shaw makes it as our prime opener. With him, Shikhar Dhawan, he may lead the team. You never know, because there's a good opportunity. There's a lot of debate. Who should lead the team? Is it Shikhar Dhawan or is it Hardik Pandya or even Bhuvaneshwar Kumar? That's up to BCCI. My personal point of view also I'll put later once they properly announce the squad. But Shikhar Dhawan, Prithvi Shaw will be your openers on the tour for sure. You never know, you might see that Padikkal. He has been really impressive in the last one and a half years. He's been fantastic. He's been scoring runs everywhere. In domestic tournaments, in the IPL, in front of all the stars of the world, he is absolutely belting them. So I think Devdutt Padikkal, he may get this big break this time of going to Sri Lanka to perform. Then what's your bowling order going to be like? Probably players like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, they're going to come back. They have been preserved for the World T20, as BCCI tells us. That's the reason he is not going to England for playing all the matches. So that's why he's going to be there. He's going to be a prime lead pace bowler. And then maybe Navdeep Saini with him and quite a few fast bowlers. Maybe you have the services of pretty local Indian talent. Maybe Arshdeep Singh. So many cricketers who have been really promising in the IPL may get this big break for the Sri Lanka series. Who are going to be your spinners? It's going to be Chahal, it's going to be Kuldeep. Those are the guys who are going to be there. Hardik Pandya is going to be one of your all-rounders. With Shivam Dube, maybe Vijay Shankar gets a break. There's so many people who are going to be there in the Sri Lanka tour. That just tells us the amount of cricketers, fine cricketers India has produced. And it's going to be great. I mean, at the same time, there's a good senior team practicing there. And a few seniors who are resting with a nice lot of juniors going to Sri Lanka. So there's going to be a lot of cricket, a lot of entertainment. And I hope to see a good series. As a cricket fan, the first thing I look in the cricket calendar is the English cricket summer. Because cricket in England is almost a different spectacle. It's almost like cricket is telling you, welcome home, son. This is the place you play cricket, proper cricket. And the next 3 months has a lot of cricket that's going to be played in England. There's a lot of cricket on those swinging and seaming pitches, beautiful outfields, and excellent crowd. They'll start with 2 tests, one on the 2nd of June and the 10th of June against New Zealand. Then 3 T20Is against Sri Lanka on the 23rd, 24th and 26th of June. Then on the 29th, 1st July and 4th July, they'll have 3 ODIs against Sri Lanka. The white ball series against Pakistan with 3 ODIs on the 8th, 10th and 13th. Then 3 T20Is on the 16th, 18th and 20th. And then 5 test matches against India, 4th August, 12th, 25th, 2nd September and the 10th September. A long English summer.